Welcome to Hawaii, everyone. Look. Gather up, everyone. Photo time. Everyone, settle down. I know you're all excited. That chopper ride is always a trip. So, welcome again to the Motorfest. I'm Malu, the Motorfest PR, and I'm here to get you up to speed. You are our special guests, athletes, festival goers, car lovers, all gathered here in majestic Hawaii. These are the festival grounds, but we've got the whole island set up for you. We've created a place where you can drive anything, from the iconic to the super customized. It's a Motorfest branded, lovingly crafted car culture celebration. We call these lovelies the playlists. And I'm not just reading from the Motorfest app here either. I tried them out before you arrived, and here, let me show you. This playlist is a unique Motorfest experience. It's called Made in Japan. Is the way to experience Japanese car culture. It's where tarmac meets tradition. From mountain peaks to city streets, this neon journey is not one to miss. for you is what I call a perk of the job. Right in the center of all the action, racing these Japanese drift masters, just awesome. And motorways was amazing. But the next playlist was Off-Roading Addict, a chance to race into the wild. Driving off-road gives you an opportunity to carve your own path, to explore the open expanse. The island becomes your playground. Total freedom becomes your creed. Pickups, quads, you're given every chance to go off the beaten path. Improvisation. But the next playlist is all about the competition. Aptly named the Motorsports playlist, this one is for the pros. Is built around racing to the top, the thrill of competing. But it's also about strategic choices, decision-making under pressure. Feeling than triumphing with your team in what some consider the apex of motorsports. When to go for the pit stop, checking on your rivals, it gets intense. champion, but then I got to go old school. Vintage Garage, a playlist for the true car aficionado. With these cars, it's not just about the look or the nostalgia. It's how these things drive, how they feel, how they steer. It was quite a challenge, in the best way possible. Outside of some collector car park, when would you ever get a chance to take these venerable legends for a spin? That's the power of Vintage Garage. A taste of an age where there was no nitro to boost you and no GPS to guide you. Feels strangely comforting. Out with the old and in with the new, they say. The next playlist is legendary. Lamborghini. A playlist to truly experience the iconic, the trailblazer. I'm running out of adjectives here. Saw that Lamborghini logo, you knew what this playlist was gonna be. Some of the most recognizable car designs in existence at your disposal. Nothing quite like some of these cars. It's like a speed race through the story of Lamborghini. One of power and innovation. Riding the full roster of these legends was a rare privilege. A privilege Motorfest graciously gave me. And now, it's your turn. Like what you saw? Well, those were just the tip of the iceberg. But we've got to go step by step. Follow me. Look around you. This is what it's all about. Cars, bikes, rides, and good vibes. You'll get to explore the festival soon enough. And let's not forget, we're in Hawaii. And there's no better place to express yourself. Show off your flair. Customize your ride. It's a car culture buffet. Keep up. We're going to go meet the star of the show. Your car, of course. Come on. It's time for you to pick your ride. Once you pick your car, I'll hand you over to Kara, your personal AI assistant. When in doubt, you can always rely on her to guide you.
Engaged. All engines, go. Hello, driver. I'm Kara. Let me assist you in choosing a playlist. Made in Japan. Race over asphalt and drift through neon in a journey through Japanese car. American muscle. 911 legged. Rule the streets. Join the Donut Media team and answer Hawaii Scenic. Rule the street. Made in Japan. Rule the streets. Join. A playlist is available, driver. I bet the next experience we have in store will knock your socks off. It's the product of a unique partnership. The Motorfest is teaming up with one of the most colourful crew of automotive influencers you can find on the web, Donut Media. these guys are the real deal. Their philosophy that cars are for everyone, combined with their electric energy, makes their content stand out like, I quote, a buff horse in a pasture of ponies.
I got a question for you guys, and buckle up, Buttercup, because it's a doozy. Freaking lightning, baby! Listen up, you buff horses. I've got 7 questions that you need to answer by getting behind the wheel of some of the most iconic cars the world has ever seen.
Here we go.
Boom! The car world is made up of rivalries and unanswered questions. You need to settle them once and for all. More power, baby! Will it be easy? I don't think so.
That's why I love him. He gives the people what they need to hear.
And in the end, I need you to answer the biggest question of them all. Who rules the streets?
That is the most badass thing I have ever heard of.
More power, baby!
This is Rule the Streets. Rolling! Another activity awaits.
It is the perfect car. Like we've studied it, people have studied it. It's the perfect length, wheelbase, the width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low. I think it looks super sporty and cool. So it's like, that just for me is what I would love one day to like jump in, race, and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe. Dreaming to be like him one day, winning European Championship.
Welcome back to Motorfest. We're not staying in Honolulu just yet. We'll be joining the donut team at the bottom of the mountain.
The podcast, this is the show where I get to talk to some of the most daring motorsport athletes. They're passionate about all things speed, wings and wheels. And if you haven't already tried it, you can actually listen in whilst you're playing the game. The Crew Motorfest review this up. My name is Becky Evans, and in this episode I'm going to be chatting with an incredible pair of Swedish rallycross drivers, Timmy and Kevin Hansen. They're brothers, they're best friends, and in their cars it's not hard to see that they are absolute experts manoeuvring and jumping no matter what the surface is, rain, hail or shine. According to a family of rallycross champions, this sport runs deep in their blood. It's like putting on a glove, Timmy tells me.
They need you to conduct a special experiment before settling down in the city. I'm not gonna lie, James wants to start big here.
When I ask him what it feels like to drive his Peugeot 208, well, that's at least how easy they make it look. In this episode, I'll talk about their first memories as tiny spectators, soaking it all in and watching their families racing for trophies.
Ferrari and Lamborghini have been rivals since they were babies. It's true, but don't look it up. Before we set up camp downtown, you'll be racing through the countryside in the Italian supercar of your choice. Either the Ferrari F12 Marinetta or the Lamborghini Huracan. Which beast owns the mountain? The Italian Stallion or the Stromboli Bully?
The Lamborghini machine. Let's ride.
Hey, James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? Dang, dude, what a viewpoint. It really makes you think. I should have mentioned there's gonna be turns. Sorry. How are we feeling about our choice down there? Not having second thoughts, are we? Full Italian power! Give me the gravy, Grandma! Lamborghini takes it all! The Lamborghini machine rules the mountains.
Back to the interview. all in on watching their families racing for trophies. We'll talk about ice driving with their school friends. We'll talk about old cars, new
Let's go for this one. I have a good feeling.
cars, and what they're big.
Let's not be too picky, driver.
Reveal about their personalities, and of course we will cover some of the most heart-stopping battles.
Now that you've met the Donut team, you probably have a better idea of what you're getting into. But trust me, you're still in for a few surprises.
Of their careers today. Let's start the show. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's just jump straight into it. You guys know each other better than anybody. So Timmy, what should the fans know about Kevin that they don't already?
Kevin's very outgoing. He's a very energetic person. He has to put the show on in every single way. He's very aggressive on track. He's currently second in the World Championship, so unfortunately for me, beating me at the moment. But we got one more round to do. But we're best friends off track. We're best friends on the track. I think that's what we're mostly known for on track. That we're able to work together in a way that you'd expect somehow teammates to do, to have each other's backs, but we're brothers, and to be able to race with your brother and fully wanting him to do well when we're going into turn one or the other way around as well, we're usually able to pull those team games off very well, and I think that's our biggest strength on track.
Kevin, tell me something about Timmy that the world needs to know.
The first one that springs to my mind is he catches things. My side of the ball, that's his secret talent. You can throw something or something to the table, he just catches it. It's unbelievable. You have to, it's just he's granted. It's ridiculous skill to have, but that's one of his skills. Something that not many people know. He's an excellent pizza. I know.
I feel so they're gonna hey Timmy.
It could be quite entertaining actually. He's also a great pizza chef. He has his own oven in the house, and of course he's a fantastic father. It's a really nice role model for me as a father, so that's a beautiful thing. And I think people always look at Timmy as the calm and collected, loves analyzing things, takes his time on all sorts of things, very patient. And then, we sometimes see a bit different Timmy on the racetrack when things doesn't go his way. He's banging on the bonnets of other competitors, and he's really energetic. So he has a few hidden things.
Now, I'm absolutely delighted to have you here. I mean, Rallycross to me is one of the most exciting motorsports. It's just, you get so much happening, all the different surface changes, you've got cars flying everywhere. I mean, how did you guys originally get into this?
I think it was through our father, or it definitely was. Both our parents were racing. They met.
From now on, the city's going to be your playground. And your first urban challenge will be a rough and tumble American street brawl. I can't tell you much more right now. We agreed that James will be the one to give you all the details.
In the Rallycross paddock. Mom was racing when I was born, so I'm the oldest. And she became champion. She's the only female champion still in '94.
I heard that. It's such an impressive thing. It's definitely in the blood for you guys. I mean, we'll get into it further into the podcast, but your mother, your father, both into rally, roadcross, and now you've got two boys that have completely yourselves as well.
Yeah, and Timmy, he was actually off to a little bit of a different path for a while. He wanted to go to circuit racing, did that for a couple of years, and was one of the best talent. I think he raced with some of the best Formula 1 drivers currently, but for me it was always, as I'm 6 years younger, it was Rallycross for me. I was like, that's my dream, that's what I want to do. And after Timmy changed his career path to Rallycross, we kind of matched our career timelines. I've been racing now for maybe 8 or 10 years, so it's been amazing.
So guys, let's jump into it. This is a question that I've been asking all of my guests right now. In all seriousness, if you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike, which one would you be and why?
Yeah! All right, tough boys and girls, you think you've got muscles? Well, how about you take it to the streets in a Chevy Camaro ZL1 or a Shelby Mustang GT500 to find out who's got the biggest American muscles. Spoiler, it's me.
The Camaro ZL1. Go get that dinner!
In the muscle car's natural habitat, the concrete jungle. How's it feel? Didn't think muscle cars could turn like that, did you? Woo-wee! Camaro's eating good tonight. Nom 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 nom. Nice job! Feels good to be in the lead, doesn't it? Woo-wee! Camaro's eating good tonight. Nom 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 nom. What are you trying to win a Taking Forever contest? Let's go, buddy! Sorry, that's just the drone talking. He's very excited. Don't mind him. Oh, hey! I used to live in that building. The buffest American muscles. Let's find out. Watch out for that curve.
let's get back to Motorfest, the podcast. And you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike. Which one would you be and why?
I would be a top fuel drag racing car.
Yes.
One more time.
So cool, right?
Yeah.
I grew up watching drag racing. I get so excited because not many people know what top fuel is. Like these 10,000 brake horsepower, nitro, methanol, amazing machines. They'll do the quarter mile in 3 seconds. Kevin, the question to you, what would you be? Car, bike, boat, plane?
I would be a car. I want to be a specific car. I want to be Lightning McQueen because that's just what I just love. Movie cars and he's just such an icon. So I would like to be Lightning McQueen. If I can be a bit weird and cringe.
Good shout. No, I like it.
Good shout, yeah.
Timmy, I'll ask you first. Can you describe your cars? I mean, people listening to the podcast.
The Donut Crew has all kinds of shows on their channel. In one of them, they pit cheap parts against the high-end versions. It's called Hilo, and that's exactly what you're going to get a taste of now.
Right now, they'll be playing the game. They can actually drive the Peugeot in the game. But can you describe the look, the sound, like what's unique about this vehicle?
It used to be a 600 horsepower four-wheel drive car, accelerate from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, so it is very fast.
You know where to find me, driver.
And
I have some suggestions you might find compelling.
Race on small circuits, and basically the first one to the finish is the winner. Now, 3 years ago, we made the switch to switch out the petrol engine for an electric engine. So we got a big battery in the car, and we're actually getting almost 700 horsepower out of the electric package right now. We do have to pay with a little bit extra weight, but rallycross is so important to the starts, like we said with drag racing. So the electric is giving that extra jump off the start line, and that's what we changed.
And Kevin, can you describe your cars for people that are listening right now? Just even down to the livery. Like, I love hearing when people try and explain their livery. It's actually harder than you think.
Yeah, and that's in the end, that's my job to design the cars as a marketing guy in our race team. And I love liveries. I can speak about that all day. So our livery is a beautiful, strong red, because the Hansen name has been around for such a long time in rallycross, and we're basically like the Ferrari team of rallycross. When my father and my mother raced, or our father and mother raced back in the days, were sponsored by Citroen, and obviously they are red. So the red color of the Hansen team is iconic. So we have half the car, red with the Hansen logos. The rest, obviously, the beautiful chrome Red Bull bulls on the front of the bonnet, on the side, on the roof, on the rear bumper, with that matte finish blue behind it. It's just stunning. And obviously, to save weight and so, we have stickers that covers the rear and front lights. So it's actually not real lights, so you can imagine it looks like a normal 2.8 that you would see on the roads, because that's what the car is based off. And then it's just widened by, I think, 20 centimeters. And a bit of aerodynamics, got a rear wing that is adjustable and that is absolutely maxed out as much as we can within our limitations. And the difference between the two cars is on the front it says Kevin, on the front of Timmy's it says Timmy, and I have a little bit more red here and there to have a difference, because we actually experience a bit of problems with our spotters when we're both up in front in races, that they can't tell a difference between who is who when it's dusty and muddy, and all they see maybe is the roof or something like that. So we have to come up with some clever ideas how to change that.
I mean, Timmy, looking through Instagram, I found a picture that really highlights your deep roots in motorsport. It's a photo of you and your family at the Kinnekulla racetrack in Sweden, along with some, it's just really sweet. You said, win on my home track yesterday. So special to race where it all started for my family. I remember seeing my dad winning here when I was a kid, with my grandparents working in the team. So it's no secret that you come from a car racing family. It's obviously one of the reasons why you're here today, but I want to know about where your passion for rally first began. So take us back to Kinnekulla and your first souvenirs of driving cars with your family.
Yeah. That track actually goes back to the day when I was born. So my mom was in hospital, and 2 days after I was born, Dad had to leave, and they were racing the European Championship on our home track there. Of course, I didn't come to the race then, but it used to host the European Championship. It's just an iconic place for us back home here. And funnily enough, I'm 32 years old now. I'd never raced on that track, on my local track. so I got the chance last year to jump in a little buggy, a cross-kart buggy, and try to race the young guys who were there, and I actually managed to win. My son was there, family was there, all the friends were there. It was a beautiful day.
That is really lovely, isn't it? Especially when it's like a full circle moment, and then maybe even one day your own children might.
Do you think that would you take them there to race as well?
Yeah, my son has actually started go-karting right now, so we will go to a race this weekend, his second race. It's definitely full circle. He's driving Kevin's old go-kart, so it's a bit too old. I should get him a new one if we want to be more competitive. It's all about the material if he wants to perform and winning.
Yeah. Now, Kevin, your father's 2003 Citroen Zara holds a lot of importance to you both. This is once how you described it. I found this. It said it was a classic because it was such a strong red. When we were growing up, it was the atmosphere of our childhood. That car is rallycross and a dream car in every aspect. It's perfect in its ratio for its wheels, it's perfect for its body kit. What else can you tell us about Kenneth's car?
The American dream. It's punch it or punch out. No way around it.
It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then...
What is next in line?
Back to our podcast. Because it was such a strong red. When we were growing up, it was the atmosphere of our childhood. That car is rallycross and a dream car in every aspect. It's perfect in its ratio for its wheels, it's perfect for its body kit. What else can you tell us about Kenneth's car and the memories that this Citroen Zara brings to it?
Well, I think it's when you introduced that in literally the year I was born in '98, that was everything I remembered when I was growing up.
Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up. Things will get tough real fast. But you'll be backed up by one of the festival's closest partners, Jim Hayfield, a rock star among car collectors.
I even remember being like, I think I was 5 years old. I was lying on the floor in the tent and having a screwdriver, poking a wheel. And all my really childhood memories are with that car. And his biggest success was in the Citroen Xara. And obviously, during time growing up as well, Seb Loeb is my other hero that I've been lucky enough to be teammates with and can call a friend today.
That's not a figure of speech. Jim's an actual rock star. He just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist. And he's got quite the lineup.
Raced that and it was super successful. It was just like I said in that quote, it is the perfect car. We've studied it, people have studied it. Perfect length, the wheelbase, the width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low. I think it looks super sporty and cool, and it seems like that just for me is what I would love one day to like jump in, race, and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe, dreaming to be like him one day, winning European championships.
Timmy, I'm going to throw it back to you right now. We're going to start talking about your Rallycross car. We're going to start talking about the pleasure again. What do you think that your vehicle says about your personality? Because I always find that the kind of car that somebody drives definitely has a connection to who they are. Do you think that you're a match?
I think, yeah, because now we can choose, obviously I've been designing and developing the Peugeot from the very start. So like setup-wise and technically, it's my driving style all over it, but also lately choosing to go electric. I think I love technology, I love science, I love physics. Also, it's sustainable, right? So it's good for the environment, which is also important for us. And yeah, it definitely shows who we are in a very good way.
100%. I mean, one of the really cool things was
The tag's right there. A heartbeat, the song of a V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
Do you remember when I first saw your names, Timmy and Kevin? Because when I first went to Nitrocross, and it was one of the very first events in Salt Lake City. I think it was it Timmy? You took that event, and then it was Kevin the next time?
Yeah, 2018 I won, and 2019 Kevin won.
You're watching these guys jump into these Rallycross cars. Was it 50 meters, I think the jump was?
Yeah, it was absolutely massive. And those kind of jumps had never been done before. So this was like the brainchild of Travis Pastrana coming up with like, let's make.
How's it going in there? Yeah, Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. All right, let's get straight into it. Rock on! I'm here because my boys at Motorfest needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive. Don't get shy now. Every car you'll use in this playlist are part of my personal collection. But hey, that's okay. This was my idea, so don't get all nervous about it. These ponies are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go. Whether you're a musclehead or you're just here for the Discovery Tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this. Just listen to that V8 like a chunky, down-tuned guitar riff. Another lap to go. You got the path memorized? Then punch it. That place kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better. about you.
Let's get back to Motorfest, the podcast.
Child of Travis Pastrana coming up with like, let's make kind of motocross inspired tracks, but we drive these rallycross cars on them.
It's like it never happened.
Remix. We got there, we saw the jump having been built. So to explain it, they built a big tabletop jump. Then they built an even bigger gap jump to jump over the tabletop. And on top of that, because 2 jumps on top of each other is not enough, they also dug a tunnel underneath. So it was 3 layers of cars crossing over each other there. But during practice, it was like some people had some scary moments. And I jumped too far one time, landed on the nose, broke everything we had in the front, and we had just traveled over there to the US with a container, so we just had so many spare parts, and basically I could not do one more of those jumps. So I decided like maybe it's safer to go the small jump route, not to risk it. But Travis had an incredible speech with us before the start of the event, because people wanted to take it out. It was too dangerous, so we can't drive there. But Travis,
you can't talk about American muscle cars without talking drag racing. The two are pretty much intertwined.
The guy that he is called all of the drivers into his motorhome, nobody else, shut the doors, and he gave like one of these movie speeches, American movie speeches about how we got to do this. And the punchline was that we want to be able to tell our kids one day that we were racing when men were men. So let's go out there, let's do it right now. They're probably going to ban it next year, but let's race out there, let's have fun. It's a lot of fear, like going essentially off a cliff. And if you don't carry enough speed, that will be the end, right? But Travis taught me how to jump, so I was taking off in 3rd gear, and I was flooring it in the air. I shifted to 4th gear in the air to get a bit of extra wheel spin in the air to keep the nose up, and then I could land flat. It ended with a massive battle with me and Ekström in the final, but I managed to take him down, cross the line first. Yeah, I was so happy. It was a great event.
Unbelievable.
Now, guys, when we're talking about the cars, the championship, the sport is always moving forward. Like, how are you refining your cars to keep up with the demands of rallycross?
Everything is very fine-tuned now. It's almost gone too far. Like the cars are almost too good for the tracks that we're racing at right now. So you imagine rallycross tracks being half tarmac, half gravel. In the 80s or the 90s, it was like an impossible puzzle to solve, because you could only have a car that was good on one surface or the other. And it made, these weaknesses of different drivers. You could choose to be fast on the dirt or the tarmac. But today, we have like such good technologies so that we don't have to choose anymore. Like we can nail both surfaces and as well as the jump.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Extreme E-cars, because they are absolutely crazy to look at. They look like something out of a sci-fi movie. But what are they like to drive? I've always been interested to know that.
It's actually, when we first tried that car, we were both me and Timmy the first drivers to test it back in 2019. And we went to actually a rallycross track. It was back in the days when we didn't really know the format. So went to a rallycross track, we both got to try it, it was feeling great. And then a few years later we went to the first race, and battle a lot. So when we tested it in 19 on a nice, smooth, flat surface, it was all beautiful and happy. But when you get out in the real terrain of off-road driving and race side by side in a rallycross format, the cars were quite difficult to drive in the beginning. So it did take a bit of engineering for them to get right. Actually today we have 2 shock absorbers in the rear. of the car, and it's a lot stronger wipers because they broke with all the heavy mud that was coming on them. They are just a big piece of kit, if we want to summarize it.
Yeah.
Like, the wheels are massive, so much bigger than what we have in rallycross, obviously, and it's so much wider, so much higher, it's so much heavier. It's maybe 500 kilos heavier than our rallycross car, but obviously it's a great car to drive, or even that now, like, it can handle massive jumps, it can handle so much rough terrain, it can handle a lot of contact. Like Timmy said, even there, like, the cars are going to the place where